But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Beastmen taking on Averlorn, Alrik Ral versus BBB Chief. And this is round 3. It is split 1-1. So the series is all tied up. Speak to the Viking in you. Hell yeah, Aldar. There's a little bit of Viking in all of us. Because they went around the world and stole all the women and had sex with them. Intro cards. And of course, I don't mean that literally. That is not historically accurate. But that's apparently why they're so beautiful in Norway and Sweden. Anyways, I digress. I'm being positively racist about Swedish people being good looking. God damn, I'm hungover. I'm on a tangent. So, Beastmen, everybody. You like the Beastmen? I do. For the army, they're going to have 3 units of Ungor Spearmen with shields. Up here, we're going to be looking at, a whole fist of Beastmen, as I like to refer to these kinds of formations. Going to have 3 Centaurs with throwing axes. Going to have 2 Razor Gore Herd, and then an additional 2 Centaurs. We're going to have some Ungor Spearmen with shields in that formation. An additional one over here by the Eye of Morsleb, ROR Cygor. And then, just kidding, the Cygor is getting deployed up here. I like this pick. Go up on top of the ridge and throw rocks from there. Over here, we got some Ungor Spearmen with shields. Looks like their Vanguard deployed. I hope they don't get forgotten and left away from the rest of their army. But yeah, now let's go to the leadership. Leadership, we're going to be taking a look here at the Bray Shaman of Death with Spirit Leech and the Jagged Dagger. We got Morgor, the Shadow Gave. He's going to have both of his summons. Stave of Ruinous Corruption, Call to Violence, Foe Seeker as well. And that's going to round out this army. Now, going over to the High Elves, you're going to be seeing 4 units of Spearmen up front, and then 5 units of Lothern Seaguard by the looks of it. So, a whole lot of Lothern Seaguard. Now, going to have 2 units of Dryads and a single unit of regular archers in the center. He's then going to be bringing 2 Nobles, both of them on chariots, and with nothing on them. Alariel the Radiant, of course, going to be leading this High Elf army into battle. She's atop of her Great Pigeon. Going to have a Star of Averlorn, Arcane Conduit, Earthblood, Foz Protection, Shieldstone of Isha, Shield of Safari, and Life Bloom. I'm sure those shields, what the hell? Why can't I think of it? Foz Protection. I'm quite certain you're going to be seeing Foz Protection and Star of Averlorn used up here on these nobles. They are very important after all. And the first ball of cheese is going into the Lothern Seaguard, and it's going to do some good damage. And I have to say, this deployment is perfect. Lothern Seaguard are going to have a really hard time getting into a position where they can fire at the Cygor. And the Cygor is going to be satisfying the attacking role for the Beastmen all day. And the balance of power is actually going to be in the Beastmen favor right now. He does have to be careful about being able to clear that ridge every time, so I may even push him a little bit further forward. Otherwise, you may lose a round or 2 onto the rocks there. But he's barely clearing it, man. It's scary stuff. And, these Spearmen, they have the luck of Manan. Guess what I didn't see, chat? It's called an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, and I still don't see it. Aha, here you are, Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Going to be firing away. And then we have Illyrian Reavers Vanguarded back here, too. Just keeping them in your back pocket. Keep them up your sleeve. Use them for later whenever you can. Alariel the Radiant going to be taking some throwing axes to the face. And Mr. Cygor is going to move to get out of range of that Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. He does have plenty of options after all. Don't throw another rock. Don't do that. Is he going to do that again? Oh no, he's going to clear it. A direct hit! Oh man, that would suck. That's a bad way to go. Alright, the High Elf forces have begun to take up positions in the river. That one's going to clip them, but still do a good bit of damage. And the Beastmen forces are going to content themselves playing this patiently, as I would. If you have the artillery advantage and you can draw your opponent to you, why not just wait? Oh, a huge hit on the Lothran Seaguard right there. Some archers are in range now. Looks like the Eye of Morsleb's going to go back a little higher to try to avoid some of that incoming fire. And yeah, Beastman playing this very patiently, but I think our player here, Alrik Ral, playing it very well. This isn't a match you want to just like play too loose. Transformation of Kadan also. I didn't even notice that was here. I only thought there was a Deathcaster, so looks like we have Manticore summons too, and we've seen no Manticore summons so far. But Eye of Morsleb needs to be careful. It is now prime target for the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, and here comes that first summon. Oh, another big hit from the Eye of Morsleb, and honestly, it's already gotten so much value. 80 kills. Still has about 80% health. So, as long as it's microed well, kept in safe places, it'll be doing wonderful things for the Beastman forces. Manticore summon has gone down and is actually dishing out some good damage against the Noble. Noble not having a good time there. Centaurs are throwing axes, taking quite a few volleys of arrows from those Lothran Seaguard, and really not enjoying it. One of them is down to about half health. Earthblood is coming down over here. Alariel the Radiant and her Noble are now going to double team the Manticore, and the Manticore is going down quick, folks. Going down quick, 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 quick. Alright, Beastman forces still playing this relatively passively, keeping their forces in reserve, not wanting to get them into combat until absolutely necessary. I can respect that decision, you know, trying to dish out as many casualties as you can with the Eye of Morsleb before you even get your front lines engaged. Because then you're more likely to be able to break through these guys without resistance, and if you can break through the front lines and get on top of the Lothran Seaguard, tie him up, that will really just spell doom for the High Elf forces. There goes another rock. Oh, another nice hit into some Lothran Seaguard. And yeah, I have Morsleb's at like the perfect angle right now to get some ungodly hits into these units. Oh, he switched up his target. Man. Yeah, so it looks like the Beastmen are starting to come out with some of their numbers now. Going to see him charging into the Spearmen here. The Razor Gore Herd and the Ungor Spearmen with shields. We see a Manticore going down there on the ground, getting on top of the Lothran Seaguard. The Eye of Morsleb's taking some serious damage, but you know, he's still alive, still doing okay, and the balance of power is further in favor of the Beastmen than it has been. Centaurs over here that we're trying to work in the backline have found the Illyrian Reavers, and looks like the Illyrian Reavers with some help from Spearmen are going to be able to keep them safely at bay. And oh, Star of Avalorn going down. The Chaos Summon going down as well. Doesn't look like it's being microed to anybody though. These guys need to get in combat wherever they choose to. Razor Gore Chariot are on top of the Noble now, and that's going to be bad news for the Noble if he gets stuck in that combat for much longer. I have Morsleb continuing to throw boulder after boulder, wedge of cheese after wedge of cheese into these High Elf forces, just tearing their bodies asunder, turning them into a nice puree of pink goo. And oh no, there goes another rock into them. Centaurs are throwing axes, going to start weaving around, trying to get into the back lines, causing problems. More Chaos Spawn getting summoned. Looks like that was the summon from the really low HP High Elf unit. Oh. Yeah, this is looking really good for Beastman, as long as they keep playing this smart. I think this is his game as long as he doesn't do anything crazy. And oh my, Minotaurs are great weapons, man. I'm missing everything. So, Minotaurs are great weapons, getting on top of that Noble Chariot, and he was just gone oh so quickly. And looking across the battlefield, you know, just seeing the Dryads now getting in combat with Razor Gore Herd. There's some Chaos Summon, Chaos Spawn in here. You have the Ungor Raiders meat shielding. Now the Minotaurs are great weapons, and it's just, yeah, the Beastman army here really well put together and really well thought out for this army. I mean, for this map in particular. I think the Cygor on this map is just such a powerful tool. No, no, yeah, Morsleb hitting another rock. He's going to be so pissed. Alright, Frost protection going down on top of that Noble. Trying to keep him a little bit more alive. Razor Gore Herd are pinning him in place though, and the Bray Shaman has come over to help out. Over here in the back lines, some more drama is unfolding. Throwing Axe is going to be throwing their rounds into the Spearmen. And now they're going to be charging into the Lothran Sea Guard, who are braced. So I don't like that decision. And now they're going to have to get surrounded by Spearmen, but they're going to get pulled out in time. So at least pulling them out before they can get captured. Now the Lyrian Reavers are coming in to try and intercept them as well. Over here, I have Morsleb. It's going to have about, what, 2 shots? Yeah, 2 shots after this one. And that one's not going to do the most damage. But the central engagement has clearly been won by the Beastmen at this point. There's some tattered Lothran Sea Guard forming up on the peripheries here, throwing in some meager Overwatch fire on top of these different pockets of Beastmen and High Elf units. But at this point, it just looks like the writing's on the wall. There's one relatively healthy unit of Lothran Sea Guard, and oh my goodness, what a pickup. Are you kidding me? This is actually a really big deal. If they can get all 3 of these Centaurs or Throwing Axes off the field, that just gave them a very distinct advantage in the mobility department. So we'll see if they can do it, but then again, it's only one Lyrian Reaver, so even once he chases them off, it's not like he's going to stand a chance against some Minotaurs with great weapons. I would like to see Warp Gaze moves at some point, and there it is. Warp Gaze has been on top of Alariel the Radiant, and now she's getting pinned in place and smashed by a lot of units. Oh, the Beastmen need to get in front of her. They need to get... Oh! That's when you need to micro some of your, like, Minotaurs or Razor Gore on top of her, like, in front of her, and then turn them around once you can pin her in place. But it doesn't seem like it's going to matter in any case, because, you know, now the Noble's going to get beaten up by this Beastman fist. I have more subs like, I'm hungry. Somersaulting through pointy ears. And then we got some regular old archers here. Getting a little bit laggy here at the end for some reason. The High Elves trying to mount a desperate comeback here. They got some Lothran Sea Guard put together. Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. It looks like it's trying to get back onto its artillery, but I don't know if they can man it with... Yeah, they can! They're going to start firing the artillery now. Oh, Alariel the Radiant going to get a nice pickup on top of this Bray Shaman of Death. No more Spirit Leech for the Beastmen. And they have more slabs out of ammunition, but Morgor of the Shadow Cave is still full health. So he could probably kill the rest of the High Elves by himself at this point. But yeah, the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower going back online. It's actually pretty big deal for a late game. You know, now they can at least start chipping away at the Minotaurs, the Cygor, all that jazz. So guess we'll see. Razor Gore Herd desperately trying to shut it down though, but it looks like they're going to get stuck in combat with the Lothran Sea Guard, and yeah, there they go, trying to get on top of it. Oh, there they go. They actually succeeded. They were able to knock them off of the artillery. Or no, are they firing? Wow. Wow. I just think Morgor being so healthy and the Minotaur still being alive is what's going to end this. As the Lothran Sea Guard, they're getting low on ammunition at this point. And everybody's pretty much at their healing cap. So it's not like the Noble and Alariel can heal their way out of this anymore. But yeah, the Eye of Morsleb needs to be more aggressive, and they need to be going for the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. That's where they need to be booking it as quickly as possible. Morgor going to dive in. Oh no, he's not. He changed his mind actually. Oh man. This is the situation that the Beastmen can start to pull. Oh no. Yeah, they can start to lose this here. Noble's coming back. He let his casters get killed. Terror's going to kick in on the Spearmen, not a moment too soon. But yeah, these Spearmen are already doing a lot of damage against the Minotaurs. They're great weapons. The Minotaurs are getting shot down by the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. And oh my goodness gracious, chat. What do we have here? This is crazy. We could be seeing an insane comeback from Chief here. I don't want to count any chickens before they hatch, but he has... The Spearman may be enough to deal with the Eye of Morsleb in combat. I think the biggest concern is going to be Morgor, and if you kill off everything but Morgor, you can probably get him to rout. And the Eye of Morsleb is already wavering. Call of Violence being popped down, but it's not looking good. It's losing health quick. Oh my goodness gracious. Just when you think it's over. Yeah, no, that's going to be it. There goes the Eye of Morsleb, and I don't think Morgor can tank this all by himself. As cool as he is and as tanky as he is, like, there's got to be something to support him. No, he's been over here. Over here. Minotaur's great weapons are starting to come back. See if they can get into an important place in combat quick enough. Alright, these units are actually shattered, so that's a pretty big deal for Morgor. That gives them some pretty solid chances now. Minotaurs and the Spearmen need to get together. It looks like that's what they're doing. They'll be very important to help take care of the Noble. Morgor has Foeseeker popped, and he's going to be attacking some Dryads and Illyrian Reavers who seem to be pulling in and out, trying to catch him off guard, knock him over, interrupt his attack animations. The Dryads are going to start routing now, and now Morgor... is he going to be able to get a hit off against her? Because if he gets a hit off against her, then that's a... Yeah, oh, she's staggered! Oh, no, she's going to get away, though. Now the Noble is coming in, though. Noble can actually do a lot of damage against Morgor. He is infantry, after all. Has that bonus against infantry, but here comes some tattered Lothran Seaguard trying to help out. Noble probably going to pull out a little bit and then turn around. Just continue doing that nice motion is what I would do. Yeah. Like a flower. You just draw a flower around your enemy. It's like if you're scouting an enemy base. You come at them from direct angles so they can't see you as easy. Anyways, that's off topic. Cygor is back in business, baby, with a whole 479 HP. If I had one more rock, that could probably win the battle right now. Morgor taking some damage, but he's still regenerating. His leadership is holding strong. And the Minotaurs and the Ungor Spearmen are coming back. Oh, man, but this is where... Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is... really too close to call. I cannot tell who's going to win this. Because if either player gets one lucky hit off, or like one significant hit, it could just be over like that. Morgor, turn around and fight! Morgor's trying to regroup with his units desperately, but the Noble's going to push him back. And this is just beautiful zoning from the High Elves. You know, they're going to put some units up here. The Beastmen obviously regrouping. They need to figure out how to approach the situation, and it looks like they may be just trying to charge straight through the Spearmen. I would have liked to have seen them come around them, maybe send the Ungor against them, but they're just going for it, and this could bite them in the ass. The Spearmen are going to do fine against the Cygor, and Minotaurs are great weapons. And here they are. They're coming over here. Cygor is going to try and get down on top of... Oh, Lothran Seaguard are here, though. Oh no. Alariel. You monster. Terror kicked in on top of the Lyrian Reavers. That's good for him at least, but yeah, it's just Morgor now, and the Chariot is going to be doing fine. Look at it, just knock him around like a ragdoll. He still has a lot of room to heal, though. Oh, there goes the Eye of Morslib, and his wedge of cheese just disappearing from the earth. Alright, Foe Seeker's down. Oh, a big hit on top of Alariel. But he's wavering, and that is going to be it, folks. Such a close battle. Coming down to just... oh, man. What a crazy fight. That was beautiful. That was so close. So well played to both players. Morgor, is his leadership coming back? Oh my god. There it is. Morgor routed. Yeah, that's so much like... And you see, that's why I love this game. And do not touch this. I see you pointing out that he's hit the hill a couple times with the rock, but it's... yeah, like even if 3 of those rocks that had missed connected, that could have been enough to tip the scale in the Beastman favor. Like, that came so close on both players' parts where army losses were so just fragile on both sides of the balance of power. Like, the slightest, like, that's the grain of rice that tips the scale, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back. And it's just, I love that, because then you look back at the entire battle and, you know, the players think about it probably differently. Just being like, yeah, I shouldn't be throwing these rocks, but 174 kills on top of the Eye of Morsa. That's insane. And then just really good work from our high elf player here, Chief. Gotta hand it to him. It was a nasty game, but he played it well.